And right now it's time for tonight's news with a twist. Now get this, an ultra marathoner's attempt. Ultra. We're not talking regular marathon. This is ultra.
Not mega.
No, ultra.
Ultra.
He's running from Florida to Bermuda. But wait, isn't there water between there? Well, he is inside a man-made bubble.
A bubble boy?
Yes, kind of. A bubble man. A bubble marathoner. And it was on the ocean. But the Coast Guard, that dirty Coast Guard stopped me. The man who said he was attempting to run for charity tried the bizarre voyage once before in 2014, but had his bubble burst, so to speak, when the Coast Guard nabbed him in his, quote, hydropod vehicle. This time around, officials tweeted their frustration, saying the man ignored their previous safety orders and that taxpayers are the real victims here. Right now, it's time for tonight's news with a twist. Get this, Steve.
Okay.
A Texas family, see, it's happening in Texas again. They're overjoyed to have their toy poodle Teddy back 5 weeks after she was snatched from their home.
Remember we did the story.
In San Antonio.
Right.
Well, guess what?
Okay.
She's been found. Yeah, now this bright pink ears matching tail dog had her fur shaved off. She went Brazilian. One of Teddy's owners thinks whoever took her tried to disguise the dog because they knew people were looking for her. You know, you got all these dogs there in, the animal pound and all that, and they have to go and steal a dog. And Steve, the secret to catching big fish could be in your garage. One guy in Florida caught a 400-pound grouper with a wrench. You thought it was a big worm. It was a wrench. Now, we've all heard these fish tales.
Yeah.
Giants caught in the Gulf. But how about a 400-pound Goliath grouper reeled in on a number 11 wrench? Ryan Hain turned his unwanted tool into a lure last week. He posted a picture on Facebook as a bit of a joke, knowing he would probably catch something. He didn't realize how big that fish would be and how fast it would happen. About 30 miles offshore. Cameras rolling the entire time. His pole bent nearly in half. Ryan jumped in the water, pulled out a few hooks left by other fishermen, and removed his wrench, cutting his hand in the process. He did catch several more fish on that wrench before finally losing it. This was the big secret that none of these fishermen ever knew. You don't use worms. You don't use smaller fish. You use tools. Next in tonight's What the?
As if that wasn't.
Rival construction companies got into a brawl on a busy China street, but they didn't use fists. They used bulldozers. The first rule about Bulldozer Fight Club is don't get run over. You got to talk about Bulldozer Fight Club. Yeah, because unreal video of rival construction companies in China. Look! Having an all-out demolition derby with bulldozers on a busy street is just amazing. Police say it started with an argument between companies competing for business. I was really hoping these things were going to transform into giant robots, but that's the kind of transformer guy I am.
Yeah. Did we mention the Hawk's name is Ethan?
Did we mention that?
Did we mention that?
I really like, you talked about the pizza girl there, but what about the other one just totally embarrassed by her friend apparently just going,
And that pizza probably cost $15.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'd be like all over it too. Now, they call this Kiss Cam a brainless interlude. Really?
Right.
How do they know that?
Well,
how do they know there aren't brains there in that interlude? That interlude may have brains. I think it's just insulting.
Yeah.
Let's be sensitive here.
Okay.
Next in tonight's What the? An Army training exercise goes wrong and multiple Humvees end up falling out of the sky.
Watch your tax dollars.
It's raining Humvees!
Here come your tax dollars, folks.
A mishap in an Army training exercise resulted in 3 flattened Humvees and one hilarious video gone viral.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
there's our tax
Okay,
man.
here we go. There we go. Here come the Humvees. I wonder if Arnold Schwarzenegger's in one of them. The Army was conducting airdrop training in Germany, that looks obvious, that involved dropping in heavy equipment, also obvious, supplies and even vehicles. Well, something went wrong, not so obvious, and it resulted in Humvees free-falling to the ground. Not once, not twice, but 3 times a Humvee. I'm sure the Army was disappointed with the incident, but the guy behind the camera sure did enjoy it. Good thing he wasn't under them.
And it wouldn't be Arnold, because Arnold would say, "Get to the chopper!"
Steve, it's 420 National Pot Day!
Oh, my goodness.
For years, people have wondered about the true meaning of 420, except those who know it. Some people saying the number is the police code for marijuana, or it's the number of chemical compounds found in weed. or it's connected to Adolf Hitler's birthday, which is also today.
It's also my son's birthday. It's just,
Oh, it's my nieces too, those poor people.
yeah.
However, 420 started with 5 San Rafael high school friends in California. They call themselves the Waldos, and they plan to meet at a statue of Louis Pasteur at the school at 420 before they went on an expedition to score some free weed from a plot of marijuana plants abandoned by a Coast Guard service member. Okay. The group failed to find the pot, but still used 420 as code for their pot-related activities. But how did the term 420 spread across the country? Well, you can thank the Grateful Dead for that.
I did not know that.
You just thought he was riding that train high on cocaine. Drivers in China had a sinking feeling. And, of course, it was all caught on camera because that's what we do today.
Yeah.
Incredible traffic cam video captures a huge sinkhole opening up in the middle of a busy intersection. A quick-thinking traffic cop snaps into action, directing traffic away mere moments before the sinkhole collapses. Yeah, so that goes apparently all the way on the other side is New York.
Oh, is that what happens?
Yeah, you just jump in that sinkhole there, and you'll end up in New York.
You end up in New York
and vice
City.
versa now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So now you know what? It's a lot faster traveling across the world now. Yeah.
Send that bubble guy through there.
Yeah. It looks like he's saying goodbye to something falling down there.